This is Travis from Cine Kit List. I'm recovering from a bit of an illness, so my voice is a little raspy, but I wanted to go through a few questions I was asked about the Zendure deal we've got going this week. This is the SuperBase Pro 2000. This is my personal unit. Something interesting I noticed was that even though it's been in my garage, sitting untouched for about 12 days since our last shoot, I pressed the button to see the load and it's still at 100%, which I love to see. So right here is the free SuperTank that comes with every purchase of the SuperBase 1500 or the 2000. This is powering up our lovely little Aputure MC light. As you can see, it's getting a charge going right now. Love that. And then we've got a 1200D Pro and a 600C Pro. I had some questions on will the SuperBase 2000 run those lights, and I wanted to answer them for you guys. So here they are. Let's plug them in and power them up. And we're gonna try powering on our, whoa, as you can see, the 1200D is on. And it is at 100% brightness, meaning it's incredibly bright. And we can come over here and see that it's drawing for a little over 1400 watts. And at 1400 watts, you can power it for, you're getting an approximate runtime as it's drawing down, 1.8, 1400 watts. It'll probably give you about 1.5 hours as it settles in, because this thing has got about 2096 watt hours, so right just under 2100 watt hours. Now if we turn this off and turn our 600 on, let's see, we're going to go up to 100% brightness here. Let's go down to around 6,000 Kelvin. There it is. It's on. It's powerful. This is drawing around 750 watts. And you can see it's already started to drain the battery a little bit. And at 700 watts output, you know, you're going to get about 3 hours, just a hair under 3 hours runtime on this Zendure 2000. Now this thing's got about 2000 watts of output, so let's see what we can run if we turn this off, turn this guy on, put it about 60%, and turn this on at 100. Now let's see, we've got the 1200D at 60% and the 600C at 100%. We're drawing 1500 watts. So let's go to 80 on the 1200D and come back around. Now we're pulling just under 1800 watts. Our runtime's obviously gone down to around 1.4 hours. We're already starting to drain the battery, but not by much. Can we power these both at 100%? Because that's one thing. I've got the Honda 2200 right here, and this will not power the 1200D at 100% and the 600C at 100%. You've got to go at around 80% intensity on one of the lights to get the other one at 100%. So I'm going to go ahead and go to 100% here. Boom, that's 100 on the 1200D, and we're at 100 on the 600C. And oh yeah, wow, we're powering just a little over 2000 watts. So there's this the Zendure SuperBase Pro does have a little bit of surge protection, so I believe you can power them both at full power briefly. I don't think you can keep going too much longer. It's already given us basically, now we're about 60 minutes runtime. The lights are still at full intensity. Let me see. I'm kind of discovering this at real time. Essentially, you want to keep the load a little bit under 2,000 output, I believe. So to get that and to continuously run these, wow, this is pretty impressive actually. I'm literally discovering this in real time with you guys. These lights are both on at 100% brightness. We're drawing over 2,000 watts, and obviously it's draining the battery, but it's not kicking anything off. So the amp up surge protection is working really nicely. Now, if we draw this down to 80 and dial it up to around 90, I wonder if we'll be right around that 2,000 watt mark. Boop, let's be perfect. Go to 90. Yeah, so right here we're at just under 2,000. We've got about an hour of output. That's without the solar panel, by the way. It's sun setting here. I didn't want to connect the solar panel because, as you can see, there's not really any sun. I could do another, happy to do another test with the solar panel out here in the next couple of days as the sun comes back out. But yeah, so here we've got just under 2,000 watts going out, around 1 hour of runtime. Here are your 6 inputs here. As you can hear, the fan isn't very loud at all. It's near silent, so you can run an interview, especially if you drape a sound blanket between you and the battery generator. And yeah, here are the lights. Running beautifully. %, on the 600C, 90% on the 1200D, and it looks like we can amp up and go to 100, and we're not losing power. That's pretty incredible. Anyway, the deal that we're running is at the link. You can check out pricing there. We're going to be running it for at least another week. Again, with every purchase, you get this Zendure SuperTank. We're using the you can use the SuperTank to power up your MacBook. It's got a 100-watt USB-C out. It's got a 60-watt USB-C out, and it's got a couple USB-A outs. Pretty cool that you can use this to power little things like the Aputure MC light as well. Anyway, I hope that answers a couple of questions from those of you who wanted to see the SuperBase Pro in action. And yeah, if you have any questions, post them in the comments below. Thanks, guys.